Great. Well, it looks like no problem. Looks like the door actuator failed. So I guess we're going to have to fix that. Alright guys, so as you saw, my door isn't locking anymore, unlocking. The actuator seems to be the culprit. I picked this guy up, could not find the OE. I don't think they make those anymore, I don't know. So a lot of these parts for these cars are getting hard to find. So what we're going to do today, take this door panel off, slap this bad boy in there, and hopefully we can have some locking unlocking action. Let's go. All right, so once you get the speaker panel off, there's some screws you got to take out right here. Already did that. Then up here, I kind of already did this, but just to show you guys, there's a screw right here. You have to open the handle and pull it out, and there's a connector back here which I already took off, and then you kind of fish it out. So you kind of have to fish it out, kind of a twisting motion. So I'm gonna kind of put the camera down because I need both hands to do this. I don't want to break anything. All right, so I was able to film a lot of getting this thing off because it was tight, but I'll show you guys more or less what I did. So you have to take off these three screws from the door latch, and then this right here is for the channel, the window channel. You got to take that off, so that way it allows it to kind of move around. And then you have to take off your door handle, which is there's a catch up top right here, and then this is what screws in. This is what lifts it up. So then that allows all this to drop, right? But I have an old one here so I can demonstrate. I had all that off, but the thing that was kicking my ass was this thing. So there's this like safety cover thing, and it goes like this, and it totally blocks you from getting this thing out. So what you got to do, it fits like this. The actuator fits like that, and then this fits on top of it like this. And so this thing was preventing me from taking out. So I backed out these three screws. I loosened it, backed out these three screws, and then I didn't see this one until the whole thing dropped. So then I took this one out, pulled that out. This thing's in the door right here, loose. Then I was able to pull this guy out, and so now just got to put this new one, I got to line it up with that tab right there, like that, like kind of hard to see, but like that, and then get all the screws lined up. So it's kind of yeah, like that. See, now they're all, so I gotta do that in the door right now, and then I'll put this stupid thing back on there, and then put everything back together. So one thing I was gonna tell you guys is, you know, with this thing right here, the whole door handle comes out. It's too I wrapped this thing up in cellophane, but you can kind of see there's two holes. There's one here up top, and then there's another one over here. And so you take those two out, and then the door handle kind of flop out. You have this bushing here, but I don't. Some people like to press that out, but I don't, because you tend to break this. So I find it's easier to kind of flop it out and then just twist it off. And I marked the threads here with some, you see that, with some gold, so I know how far down I need to go when I put it back. So now I just got to put everything back together. So it's kind of a pain in the ass, but not as bad, because there's only two of these guys holding on. So you have to unhook this and this. Actually, there's three rods. This one, and then there's one from the door right here. So once you unhook those and then unscrew it, all this falls out. So I'm gonna try and put it all back together now, and then I'll walk you guys through it when it's all in one piece. All right, so actually the whole thing came out, so it was actually easier just to do it like this. So here's that part. See that little catch you got to get right there? That would have been a real pain to put it in the door. So I replaced that. This is a new door latch, by the way, that was in there. So put these 3 screws in there. I might put this last because it's kind of a pain in the ass, but we'll see. And then this thing goes on there like that. And actually I'm probably gonna do that last because that's gonna be, I gotta fish this thing back in there. But screw these 3 down and this thing last, or I may not even put it back. And then we'll put it back in the car, and hopefully everything, hopefully got my power locks will work again on this side. Okay, so I have everything kind of back together. This is the connector for the actuator. This rod goes inside and connects to the purple. There's like a purple arm, and that's where you had to take off that black thing. So there's like this, it's this purple arm, that's that. There's this white one. That's this, yeah, this one, this skinnier one comes off, and that hooks in there. Put that, all the stuff back together. I just got to put the door handle on with those 2, and then tighten up these 3, which I just have it loosely in there. I need to put the door handle on right, so I need some play to move it up and down. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay guys, so here's what I'm talking about it being threaded right here. Like, you can push this bushing out and that's totally fine, I guess, but I found that tends to break stuff. So these EK door handles come out really easy, a lot easier than Integras do, in my opinion. So it really comes out super easy. You screw it in, and then just, if everything's loose, it just kind of flops back in there just like that, real easy. So I'm going to put the pin in, the hook, the little rod in there for the key lock, and then screw it all back together, and then just. All right, so the moment of truth. All right. All right, awesome. So that did it, guys. So I hope you liked this video. Hope it helped you out. I couldn't find any other resources on how to replace this particular mechanism here on YouTube, so that's why I created this one, to help out the community. Please like and subscribe, and there's always more content going to be coming up on the channel. Thanks.